Welcome you guys to Java Space. We are going to talk about health endpoint. In the previous video we saw how we can customize info endpoint and feed it with information that we want. So in this video we're gonna talk about health endpoint or health indicator if you want to call it, and it's going to be a series of videos because health indicators they are quite useful and there's much information on them. So as we have seen, or we might have seen, by default health indicator or health endpoint is accessible under actuator health. So if I can go to my Postman quickly, and then I say, instead of info I say health. As we can see, we get status up, which is just what you get by default. So it is also important to mention that this status up that we saw from the health endpoint, it could either be up or down, and it's important to know that this is a composite status, and I will talk more about this composition as we go through the videos or the series, and see how one health indicator status affects other health indicator status. It all depends on how you set it up. So as I said, it's a composite status because you would have had many health checks that would then determine whether the application is up or down, depending on the health checks of other health indicators. So health indicator for actuator has some auto configurations. Why? Because normally, depending on what you have in the class path, you have some health indicators configured for you. By default, so far, we just saw status up. So what I want to do is, before I explain this part, I'm just going to take this code and paste it in my property. As you see, I have copied it, and I'm going to run this code again. So what I want to do, I want to get more details. I don't just want to get just a composite or an aggregated status of up or down. I want to see the values of other health indicators. So if I say send now, as you can see, I get more data. So I have indicator for DiskSpace, for database, and for ping. So this is what we mean. So as you can see that all of these indicators, database is up, DiskSpace is up, ping is up. And I mentioned that it's a composite status. If one of them was down, you would notice that the status will go down. Because you might say, if my disk space is down, then I consider my application to be down. Or if my database is down, I consider my application to be down. So depending on the way you want to configure it, that's what you will be able to get. So as I said, if maybe you're working with Java Mail in Spring, you have mail starter in the class path, you are going to have the mail health indicator implemented for you because of auto configuration. If it's ElasticSearch or RabbitMQ, you will have all that information implemented for you. So I've already explained the show details. So, but this health indicator, if you select show details all, you'll see everything. But there are situations where you want to see them in parts, or you don't want to see everything. So in which case you could group your health indicators. So I'm also going to copy this because I'm lazy. So what I will do here is I'll just copy this code to show you how we can group them. So at the moment, if I say health, I see everything, as you can see. So if I group them, I'm just gonna paste this code here again. So what I've done here is I have created a custom group called memory, and I decided to put disk and database with memory. And I can also create another group called web, and then under web I can say I decide to put as we saw ping. So now let's run this application. So let's come back to our Postman. So as we can see, we have two groups, memory, web. So now I can say memory, then I only get a database and disk space. If I say ping, then I just get ping. So if I say web, then I just get ping, just like that. So this is how you can group your endpoints, your health indicators. I'm going to be talking about how the status of other health checks affect the overall status, which we saw when we started the video. And also, I'm also going to show you how you can create your own custom health indicators.